Hey people.
Your new DVD's out, you're gonna plug some shit? You're gonna plug some shit right now?
Nevolution, and I'm performing at Caroline's trying to work on the new material for the next show. So if you come see me right now, the old stuff will be funny, the new shit will be weak.
Okay.
Come on in.
So you know Danny, you know Chris, so you've been on the show before.
Right.
And you're hurrying because you gotta surprise somebody.
My neighbor,
certain Bobby Slayton. He is your neighbor?
Bobby fucking Slayton, how you doing? Yeah, he's my neighbor, lives, we live in California, and he calls me Batman, I don't know why.
Are you, alright, so you're Batman and he's Robin then?
No, he's definitely not Robin. He's Alfred. He's definitely not Robin. Alright, go. Shower, it's got two settings, Arctic and lava. It was bad, man. It was
at
bad.
12 years?
Yeah, that was earlier, but I mean, I was a real happy boy trying to make the audience happy.
What happens if people didn't have that shower problem? Where would you Where would you go then?
Yeah, exactly.
Mine is pretty good.
But because I could perform well, I was headlining, and I was making low money, but I was headlining, and then I just got this weird. I wanted a tumor on my soul, and I wanted to quit. I just wanted to quit. I'm done with comedy, and I was gonna open a body shop, and then a buddy of mine, Bruce Smith, took me aside and said, you gotta tell the truth. I go, I don't know this fucking happy guy you want on stage. I don't know who that is. Never met him. Don't know who he is. Never comes into my office. And you get on stage and you're talking about your mom in a mental hospital, all happy. And he said that he actually told me I sucked. And this was after a Montreal audition. He goes, you suck. And he goes, and unless you're willing to change your act, I'm not gonna work with you anymore. And I was making this guy money at the time.
Wow.
And so
I've never done that.
That's when I took it serious.
Made anybody money.
Yeah, but when someone actually was willing to give the money you're making them because you're not doing it, and I threw everything away. The first time I did, I threw everything away for 12 years of work, and I started over again.
There's nothing more soul-crushing than just doing shit that you're not proud of.
Yeah, isn't it weird? Too much soul, and you just.
I like that.
When you're on stage and doing a bit you hate, because if you go and have 25 minutes, I know there's bits you hate. You're like, as you get to them, you hear them coming, and you're like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Chris is like, oh man, that's
hard. Do I act now?
When you start doing math in another part of your brain while you're doing jokes you know too well, that doesn't mean you act right. And it's not that hard. You just gotta. The hard part for me right now is always at the beginning. I've got this show that gets standing ovations, and I have to kill it because the DVD's out now. And the only way you can get it is ChristopherTitus.com. That's not things. We get so fucked by the industry. Comics get so fucked. I'm becoming like the Martin Luther King of comedy right now. We're gonna march on Washington, but it's gonna be really late in the day because we need to sleep.
No, but there's no way to fix that. There's absolutely no way to fix that.
Now you're talking to what Chris complains about every day.
All right. Yeah, well, I've thought about it. I've said to myself, okay, how can we somehow put more power in our court? How can we somehow regulate our own business? I gotta just interrupt you and retell the story again.
You're mad about this whole thing, this whole writing thing, aren't you?
What?
You're kind of mad. You kind of got quieter and quieter as we talked about it.
No, I'm just thinking about it, but I'm also thinking, well, how much time do they have?
I thought your justification is
26 minutes. 26.
You and my friend?
I think I have about an hour.
Good, all right.
You've been doing comedy how long?
10 years.
10 years. I'm at 7.
Okay.
I can catch up to an hour.
All right. Hey, look, you can justify it forever. I know guys that have been doing comedy 20 years that have 43 exact minutes, and that's what they do every night. Every night.
And they're dead inside.
But that's why I don't know what year that applies, because you said at 12 years you were doing the Arctic joke. So
let me go to the comedy rule book and tell you exactly how this is.
But I do realize there's not a rule book, but there is a generalization. I've been following comedy, and people usually break out of their comfortable sets at around 10 years, and that's pretty normal.
There's a couple things about 10 years. A lot of comics say that you don't even know who you are for 10 years, and just talking to you, like, you don't really know who you are.
You'll get her. You know what?
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to talk. It's probably you started go-kart. Yeah, it started. The face changed a lot. And that one's where I go back to personal stuff. It's about all my fuck-ups in life, and I fucked up so much, but without those fuck-ups, I never would have met Bruce Springsteen. Without fucking up. I'm telling you.
Who says that?
Isn't it weird?
Yeah, I fucked up a lot, but I got to meet Bruce.
No, here's what happened. All these fuck-ups. The idea for the show is this: because we all worry about our fuck-ups and our parents make us feel wrong.
I just thought you were gonna say, if not for those fuck, I wouldn't be the good person I am today.
No.
Come on, you pick. I'm gonna be a good, upstanding citizen, or I'm gonna hang with Bruce Springsteen. You tell me what you want to do. All right, yeah. Let's be real. So what happens is all these screws in my life turned into the show Titus, which was my Screwed family, and Bruce Springsteen's son Evan was a big fan of it. And so I get a call one day from this woman, and she says, "Hi, it's Patty Springsteen. Yeah, we're our son's a big fan. We're big fans. Want you to come to the show at the LA Arena." I'm like, you can't just fucking call me. Can you have an assistant call me because I don't crash my car while I'm driving? You don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I could be flying a helicopter and just die because Patty Springsteen called. So we go to the concert and we get a hang with Springsteen, and Springsteen said that his son. This is the weirdest story. It's a much longer story. That's going to be this story is going to be the end of
in the book.
Scarlet's life.
No, because Slayton had all these good stories, but then he'd stop and he's like, "It's going in the book."
Yeah.
Oh, he wouldn't give it up?
He wouldn't give it up.
Yeah, because all the people. Yeah, he did.
Baiting people for a book that's not even out yet. He hasn't even written it.
He hasn't written it. That's brilliant. That's
But he doesn't even plan on writing. He says he's not going to write it. He's going to voice to.
He's going to just talk.
What a great way to end the story you don't want to tell. I can't tell it's going in the book. And it says myself.
I'm here with Christopher Titus, who just wrapped up with Comical Radio once again, practically a regular on the show now. How'd you think the show went?
I think I was brought here to actually make some people change their acts and fix their comedy. And
I know there was a lot of guidance that they sought from you.
Kind of like the Johnny Appleseed of comedy. I just go place to place and make people really hate their acts, and then they become better comics. I don't ever. I'm still the same shitty comic.
Did Johnny Appleseed have his own form? Because you have your own act. Does he have his own? Did he have his own patch of?
Actually, Johnny Appleseed, if you think about it, was a bit of a fuck. He really didn't. He was more of a basically, we would call Johnny Appleseed a hobo today, I think. He's just a drifter who went to people's front. I have seeds. Really? Is that all you got, bro? We're not giving you a sandwich.
I have seeds for dollars. Anyway, you're gonna run for president. You're serious about that? Well, not serious, but you're comedically serious about it.
Yeah, my first paid gig ever was with a guy named Pat Paulson, and Pat Paulson used to do this thing where he ran for president. And right now, the country is so effed up. I just thought it's a perfect time for the next year and a half to just do this show about the country and president. And it goes with Nevolution pretty well. And then the next show after that, I'll be back to personal stuff. People get pissed. You know what fucking bothers me? People get mad when you change what you talk about. I can only talk about my dysfunctional family so much.
Yeah.
I'm talking, and now the world's affecting me, so I'm talking about that. Yeah. So I'm running for president, and if the cool thing would be if I get some votes.
Maybe we can give you a campaign donation.
Yeah, that would be great.
Once we get donations or so.
Thanks, man. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. It was a pleasure meeting you.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, take care, bye.
For more of Christopher Titus and all of your other favorite comedians, go to comicalradio.com and subscribe on iTunes.